I sense something spooky inside. Hello storytellers, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lauren. I'm an actress, teacher and all-round storyteller, sharing my adventures in parks, pages and pixels. And we haven't been back to Disney Store in a while on the channel, but I saw some stuff advertised and I kind of couldn't not add to basket. So Disney Store have already released their Halloween line for the year for 2025. I know they've done it to keep him in line with America. In America, essentially, Halloween starts like August 1st. Over here in the UK, apparently it starts like a week before Halloween. So I'm very glad we get this at the same time because I love everything spooky. And I could have bought everything they offered, but I obviously had to rein myself in. I got 3 items from what they've released so far. There is potentially going to be another unboxing of this in a few weeks' time when they release the Haunted Mansion stuff. They've just said it's sometime in August, and we all know that if there's Haunted Mansion stuff, I am buying it. So let's get into the box. I've got scissors prepped just in case, because these pull tabs are not always the greatest. Actually, that wasn't too bad. Well done, Disney. And little Mickey head, little details, they're bringing them back. Last time I had a box like this, the pull tab was like glued down and wouldn't open. So where the Mickey head is, it says magic delivered. I'm gonna face it this way, you guys get the first look. At brown paper. Yeah, it's a safety thing, but they could have made something of the paper. Small businesses would have made this into something. So let's open up box number 1. Sorry if I sound a little bit raspy. I feel like my voice is going. So I've bought a couple of decorations to go on our Christmas tree. I know, I've gone even further ahead than Halloween. But they are Halloween themed, like hanging ornaments that we can put on the tree. I want to do a Halloweeny tree the whole way through the season. So this is going to be helping us with that. Although these hanging decorations from Disney sometimes are too heavy to put on our tree. This one, I'm giving it a little weight test before I continue to open it. It's not as bad as some of the others. It come very well packaged. Oh my god, this is so cute. Oh, that's adorable. So, oh my god. It's a hot air balloon, but the hot air balloon is a pumpkin. And Minnie and Mickey are inside. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? And like I said, it's not too heavy. I'm gonna take this tag off. Oh, they've actually done it so that you can preserve the tag. That's cool. I know some people like to keep the labels. See, you've done it so I can open this up and read it and preserve the label, but now I'd have to undo the ribbon, and I'm not doing that. We all know that I would not be able to get that ribbon to go back exactly how it was, and that will annoy me. There we go. So on the front, if it wants to stay, you've got the jack-o'-lantern style pumpkin face with Minnie and Mickey looking out of the balloon. Minnie is a witch. Mickey is wearing kind of like a wizard's hat, a bit like in Fantasia, but he also has got bat wings, so he's a wizard bat. I don't know. So yeah, that's the front, and the back says Happy Halloween. They've done it in this kind of, someone described it as bones, like it looked like bones, and it's kind of true. It's more like sort of an old school gothic font, but they've done like an ombre, so the top is black and the bottom is white. I can see why some people think it is kind of like bones. But yeah, not too heavy, very cute, very autumnal, fits the theme. Where should we put it for the video? We'll go this side. How does it stand? Stands very well. That is actually pretty secure, considering it is top heavy. Pretty good. Box number 2. This is the second decoration I bought. This one, I feel like I've seen it before over a few years, all versions of it. I've never got it because I've always been like, no, we should have a proper Christmas tree. It's Christmas themed, often wizarding themed, which we obviously will not be doing this year. So I thought, why not? Daniel's grandmother bought me some Halloween themed Christmas baubles, so this she kind of sparked it, I suppose. Again, similar sort of container. It's got an elastic band, which I'm going to keep because you never know when stuff like this comes in handy, particularly as we're going camping in a few weeks. Okay, this has come out of it did have additional wrapping. This one actually feels heavier on the ribbon than that by quite a lot. I actually don't know if this will stay on our tree. I think it might be a little bit too heavy, and already I've noticed marks and chips. Disney have a habit of this and it makes me really annoyed. Okay, so it is essentially a Halloween wreath with a Mickey pumpkin head in the middle. Like I said, I feel like I've seen versions of these many times over the years, and I've always said, oh, I'd love that, and then I never get it, because I'm like, but where would we hang it, where would we put it? And now I'm like, no, it's my vibe, it's my aesthetic, it's what I want. So the good thing, I didn't check with this one. No, okay, so with the hot air balloon one, there's no clip to take the ribbon off. It is as it is. With this, you can actually unclip the ribbon, so you could use it for something else. I don't know what, but some people would. But yeah, love the colours, love the detailing of the flowers and like the mini little pumpkins in it. But as soon as I opened it, it probably won't come up on camera, it's very tiny. There's a little chip in his ear and there's a little mark. Yeah, I can already tell that that's not coming up. But, you know what? It's not the end of the world, but these do cost quite a fair bit of money. So, same again, they've got the Happy Halloween font on the back. Something that really annoys me, and I know they have to do it, but it's the licensing, the at Disney saying made in China. Not that I'm probably going to have this side on display, but if it is on the tree, and let's say someone walks around the tree and they catch a glimpse of the back, I don't like that. So I may try and paint match this orange and go over it, because we don't need to see that. I want this to look as good as possible. But yeah, very, very cute, but it is very heavy, so I'll be intrigued to see how this hangs on our tree. This actually reminds me a lot of the wreath we had at our wedding that we had hanging up on one of the doors that I bought in Primark actually. It's very similar, just obviously without the Mickey head. For now, I am going to place it up here. So in terms of the Mickey, oh god, got to get this right around. The Jack-o'-lantern wreath was £19.80 and the Mickey Minnie Mouse Halloween ornament was also £19.80. So they're the same price. I'm going to put it out there, I think you get more bang for your buck with the mini Mickey one. I do think it's cuter, it's on theme, and it's more versatile because it's not so heavy. So that's the ornaments, and this is, I will be honest, this is the main thing I wanted to put in my basket. So I'm going to set the scene for you. I had seen people using the original version of this out in parks and vlogs and whatever, and I saw that it had come to our Disney store, and I sat with Daniel in the Disney store. If you haven't seen that vlog, I'll load it up. It was the new one at Westfield, and I spotted it and I loved it, but it's not my vibe. It's very me 3 years ago, and I was like, I need to remember that things can be cute and I like them, but I don't have to buy them. And I had that moment, and I said to Daniel on the way home, I hope they do a Halloween version of some kind of this item. And they've done a few. They've done 2. I've bought one of them. It's a bag. It's an expensive tote bag. Look at his face. So, if you've not been following online, these have kind of become, I don't know how to word it, not as popular as the whole Labubu thing, but I think on par in the Disney community. So they've been making these face tote bags. They've done Pluto, Minnie, Mickey, Donald. I think they did a Goofy in the parks, but they didn't put it here in the UK. And I really wanted to get the Donald one with the white and the blue and the sailor, but it's not the vibe. So I said, if they do him in the Halloween one, I'm having it. And then they showed this online and I was like, I need it. So I managed to get it. Same again on the back, same font, but they've obviously done it in all white so that it shows up on the bag. But they've kind of done like these lines at the bottom to give that sort of bony effect that people have been talking about. It's printed on, so it's got that thick, almost embossed, what's the opposite of embossed? But yeah, you can feel some parts are like thicker, they're like lifted off of the fabric, but it is printed, so you do have to be wary that with printed stuff like this, it can rub off over time with wear and tear. Strong, sturdy red straps. It's got the world's longest zip going over his little horns. And on the inside, obviously it's super big, but it has got this little pocket. It's not a zip pocket, but there is a little flap pocket that says Disney Parks Authentic Original. See, that I don't mind with it being on the inside. If you're a person who's bothered by the big tags, there are long tags inside the bag, but they're quite far down. And as always, it has come with those little silicone gels, which we're going to take out now. But yeah, I'm super excited. I am planning on using this at every opportunity I get over the next few weeks. Also, slightly related to this, we are going to Disneyland Paris in October. Me and my friend are organising Disney bounding for myself, Daniel, her husband and her child. Because we're bringing her child, I'm probably not going to vlog it, but there might be like little bits or like a review at the end. But one of my bounds is Oogie Boogie. And literally, I got the email to say like this had been shipped and was going to be with me in a few days. And then online, only as far as I can see in California currently, they have done an Oogie Boogie face bag of like this. And I can't justify the resale prices on places like eBay, but I need that bag. I need that bag. It's annoying, but I know it's out there in the world now. So yeah, gonna be keeping an eye on Shop Disney, or Disney Store, sorry, they re-changed their name back. I'm gonna keep an eye on Disney Store to see if it comes up, because I would rather buy it from the Disney Store brand new than someone who's a reseller. We don't do the resales. In terms of price though, this body was more expensive than I would ever pay on a tote. Although I do like a tote bag, and it is zipped. It is zipped. The price, £36. Yes. Now, most people, you think of totes, you think of the little canvassy bags, no zip, you just chuck stuff in and walk. And I like to keep a load, I usually keep a tote bag, like a non-zip one, in my bag. So if I do any shopping or if I want to get groceries, I have something to use. But I do like a tote bag, but they never have zips, they're never that sturdy. Obviously, if it rains, you're screwed. with this, although it is a tote bag, it does feel thicker. It's got proper boning and lining in it. It's got some structure. So I think this is actually, ooh, take that off. I think this is actually going to be much more secure. Now, that being said, because I'm now sat here looking at it for longer and I'm picking off little bits of fluff, which will happen with a new bag, something I have noticed already is there is a mark. Disney. Probably not going to oh, you can sort of see it. There's a little white mark on his horn. Yeah, it's a proper mark, so I don't want to scratch it too hard, but you know, I'm rubbing it and it's not coming off. That's not good. Disney, you make us spend all this money and you just don't really take that much care of your products. If this was a small shop, obviously I would reach out, and I know from experience they would be so apologetic. Just because you're a big brand doesn't mean you get away with it. So that is a little bit annoying. I will be leaving a review on the Disney Store's website for their products and say, you know, absolutely loved it, great quality, but has come marked. But yeah, very excited to use him on my holiday, which I need to pack for. Thank you for watching and joining me on this video. If you want to see more Halloween, Disney, adventures, going to parks, holidays, travel, book reviews, movie reviews, a little bit of everything. Variety is a spice of life. Then subscribe, please. Thank you. Yeah, I need to go pack for my holiday because I leave in 2 days and there is just a pile of clothes in this corner and I haven't gone through them, and the weather's turned and we're meant to have a lot of rain, which I actually quite like. But it's annoying because I had outfits planned. Anyway, gonna love you and leave you. Bye guys.